We now interrupt our regular scheduled programming for the following sports special on the PCSRA Radio Network. Is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association for the private use of our audience, and our accounts for the show without the express written consent of the association is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Show. It's brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. For over 51 years, it is the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. The PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast is also brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Sonic, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, with the call of today's PCSRA Weekly Show from the Blue Hedgehog Studios in War Acres, Oklahoma, here is your host, the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Voiles.
A lot of people would say the greatest tradition in the world, and going by its normal day in the whole world of the great hello and good afternoon and whatever. But today on this PCSRA Weekly Show, it is a really sad beginning to tell you all that one of my great friends, Justin White, passed away this past Thursday while I was at work. And all of our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends today. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you now please rise and please join me in a moment of silence as we remember my friend, Justin White.
Your time has come.
Thank you. As I say hello and good afternoon and welcome to a very emotional episode of the PCSRA Weekly Show as we pay our tribute to my friend Justin, who sadly passed away. Good to have you guys here on this Monday. This is our first weekly show since hearing the announcement of a great friend of mine, Justin, and Justin will definitely be missed by most of us. I don't think there's any broadcaster, any person that would miss more than what Justin has done, and we're really going to miss you, buddy, and our condolences go out to our family and friends as you're watching Monopoly. So, as a paying tribute to Justin and his family and friends, I will be honoring him for the remainder of the season, as Ariel got the first one. I'm going last, so yay. Alright, let me go ahead and let everybody know we are live. I will invite everybody in this voice chat. That's where we're going to meet, is in the voice chat, so yeah. So, before I bring my panelists in the voice chat, I'm going to have a couple of announcements to go over before we get started. First off, as I mentioned, for the remainder of the PCSRA Weekly Show for 2019, as well as the talk show, you'll be seeing a thumbnail with a Chase Elliott, and below will say RIP Justin White. I will be honoring Justin White for the remainder of the season because that's the way I'm going to do it, because I think it's respectful to be a part for this great weekend. So yeah. So again, our thoughts and prayers are with Justin and his family and friends, and you know, like I mentioned, we will miss Justin so much. So far, so anyway, I don't think I have any other announcements. as far as stuff is concerned.
This side of the bars.
I'm trying to see if I have any other announcements. So, no, I said it was going to be today. It's Monopoly, Cody. GT Sport I can do later tonight. Which reminds me, GT Sport,
You can buy this property. What do you want to do?
I'm getting ready to bring it up, Taylor, okay? So, yeah. Currently getting my panelists ready to go. Come and join me for this edition of the weekly show. So, that's why I'm currently
It's your turn.
being muted at this time. So, yeah. I just wanted to take this time before, of course, I know we got a lot of stuff to talk about on today's episode of the PCSRA Weekly Show in memory of Justin White. We're going to recap ISM today. We're going to recap the IndyCar race at St. Petersburg.
Interested in buying this
We're also going to go over the top story news. We'll discuss the Michael McDowell Daniel Suarez incident that took place during qualifying last Friday at ISM. Whose fault was it? And all that good stuff. And then we will look ahead to, we'll go through some NR news if there's any NR news that we need to talk about.
The bank is looking for an investor. Who will be the lucky one?
Alright. So, yeah. We'll look ahead to Auto Club. We got second race weekend of the V8 Supercars from Melbourne and the first race of the FIA Formula One World Championship. Also from Melbourne as we start our first race of the season. But as I mentioned, to start off today's episode, saying a few things, you know, I'm gonna just go ahead and say my thoughts on what has happened so far. You know, Justin was, in my opinion, one of the greatest guys that I really enjoy. You know, I enjoy him as a Chase Elliott fan. I really think that, you know, he was a great person to be a friend on Facebook. And as I mentioned, he will be sadly missed by all of us. As of this stream, they are doing his funeral as we speak. So, yeah. I mean, you know, there's a lot of mixed emotions for me. So, it's really, okay, let me hang on a second. Mixed emotions, a lot of people, and, you know, I feel so sorry for his family that had to be a part of this, and, or to hear this devastating news.
Do you want to invest?
But, you know, I do want to send, I'll bring up that next topic in a second, so, so, yeah.
Let's play.
So that's the reason why the show is being done, that's why, we will definitely miss him, so. Also, another couple of announcements. Right now, I do not have a schedule lined up for,
Let's roll the dice.
as far as when PCSRA will start, which reminds me, we'll have a inside PCSRA when I come back from UConn tomorrow. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I certainly am looking forward to it.
This property is looking for a buyer. Will it be you?
But yeah. So that's really the situation
Take the dice and see
so far
what the future holds for you.
today. And yeah, so if I have any other announcements... Oh. Wait. I need to make a server.
Your turn starts now.
But, yeah, so... With that said and all that, I don't know if I have any... I don't think I have any other announcements regarding that. But as of right now, I am still the only one. Let me ask if I can start a call. I understand one of our panelists is currently in school right now, so... and probably, like, after the show is over, I can just make a weekly show chat. That way, let me look and see when he gets out of school. I think we would be getting into predictions, so I don't think he would miss much as far as that's concerned. The reason why this show is moved to today is because it was supposed to have been tomorrow, but I have a haircut appointment tomorrow, so I had to move it back to today, so... Apologies for the little confusion, so yeah, I know you'll forgive me as far as that's concerned. Okay, let me check a couple of things and then I will start the chat. And I'm just going to let everybody know, when I create this new chat, this new chat is only going to be for the weekly show. It's not supposed to be for roasting anybody. I'm going to probably put a little FYI to let everybody know as far as that's concerned. I understand. Be careful. It's my third roll. Okay, 6. Oh, that puts me back to free parking. Yay! Give me 200. Yeah, it says payday. So, just letting everybody know the situation. If you have any questions or comments or concerns and all that, and when I get F1 2018, I'm going to create a new server. I'm going to remind everybody that server is only to people that would like to join me for the F1 2018 career mode. So just going to throw that out there, okay? As looks like somebody had to go back up 3 spaces and end up losing money. Shit, so. Alright. But, other than that, I believe we are good to go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a new chat. Let me do this real quick. Add friends to DM. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'll add him after the show is over. I'm going to do this. And I have 5 more. Okay. I'm gonna rename this the weekly show.
Your rent is due. I wish you luck.
Alright. Okay. And make a new chat. I'm gonna ready to make put the photo in here. So that way it's done. If you guys want to join our group, our call, you're more than welcome. But I'm doing this because I don't want to blow up somebody's phone while they're at school. So, yeah, better be safe than sorry, if you know what I mean. So, gonna just do that and all that. Alright. I'm getting ready to start the call in a second. As I need to see, schedule. Hang on a second. Let me look at something real quick. I just want to make sure, I don't get on here. Okay, so Orman won't be off until like 3:45, so. Okay, so. Alright. So that's what I'll do is, we're probably going to be either going through top story news or just discussing about some NR news and all that. So, which also reminds me, before I start the call, I want to update you guys. One of our drivers, which is Abigail Furling, she is out for the season. I did not bring this up in my last episode, but she is not going to be racing this season due to the injury she suffered. So, yeah, I do wish her the best of luck in her speedy recovery. So, yeah. All right. So with that said, I think that's all the announcements I have. If I have any other announcements, I will let you guys know. But other than that,
Buying this property? What's your offer?
okay, let me see.
If there's demand, there will be an offer.
Oh wait, what's this? Oh, okay, I'll go ahead and accept that. Ooh, you just gave me a deal. Alright, I love accepting. I understand I can play the house. I know how to play the game. I'm not retarded. Okay? Okay. Alright.
Dice. Hey, that's a good roll.
Jeez. Yeah.
This property is looking for a buyer. Will it be you?
Oh, this is a buyer. So, yeah. Alright, so with that all taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, wait a minute. Alright. So, yeah. Alright, making sure everybody is all good to go as far as that's concerned. Yeah. I don't think I have any announcements. Joining me is Zachary Taylor, and just a little warning to anybody, if you hear Taylor coughing, that's because he's been dealing with a little quote-unquote flu of late, so just a little FYI.
Yeah, and I'm not particularly sure where I got it from, but
I'm gonna blame it on Stapleton, okay? And Taylor would approve. It sounds like your voice is screwed up, I can tell you that for sure.
well, I'm feeling a little bit better than I did the other day, so.
Yeah. Alright, if you ask what you missed, Taylor, you've missed nothing!
Okay, so, was there anything besides NASCAR we were making predictions for?
Yeah, I was getting ready. I'm gonna bring that up. The predictions, as Ariel just went back 2 spaces. Joy. Anyway. Oh, Elijah. Should I add Elijah to this chat? That way we're all good to go. I don't know if I should or not, but yeah, he just got home from school, so yeah. Ooh, David has to lose $35 to me. Yeah. Okay, let's start off this Monday's edition. The look ahead. Let me get Zachary Taylor a little fresh. The look ahead is the 4 races we have for the V8 Supercars. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll explain how that prediction will go in a second. Formula 1 this weekend at Melbourne. That's another one. We have Auto Club to preview. We also have to preview the 1,000 miles at Sebring, which we're not making predictions for that, but we're just only doing previews. That's the same rule. We also have IMSA this weekend, so we're also going to talk about IMSA. That too, we will not make predictions. So the only predictions we'll be making are the V8 Supercars, the F1, Australian Grand Prix, and the Auto Club weekend for Xfinity and Cup Series. Right now, as of right now, we do not have the entry list for Xfinity and Cup, but until we get to that, until we cross that bridge. Oh, And soon as I just say that we were waiting on the entry list, what do you know? The entry list is already out. Just as I was saying, I don't know when's the entry list going to be done. Well, guess what? The entry list is out. Thank you, Bob Pockris. That could have not come at a better time. What do you know? Perfect timing, Bob Pockris. See that? Alright, I'm gonna put this in the Victory in Jesus chat. Alright, here we go. Bing, bing. Alright, I will get you guys the entry list. Let me put this in the pit stop show. So give me hang on a second. Yes, that's one. Alright. Alright, there we go. There's... Alright, it's already done. I understand that's 4. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys... Wait a minute.
What?
Reed Sorensen is in the 27 for Cup? Bruh. What?
Whoa, what? What are you... Whoa, what the...
Yeah, look at the entry list. Thank you, Elijah. At least Elijah pinned the entry list. Thank you, Elijah. Alright. But enough of me talking about that. So let's start the weekly show recapping, as I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. Let's first, what should we recap? Should we recap ISM, get that out of the way? That way I don't have to go over what the hell happened. Because you guys know what's going to happen. Anyway, alright. Beginning the recapping of ISM. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and... If you... Wait, do you want to add Elijah, or... I don't know if you want to add Elijah or not. If not, that's fine. Anyway. Alright, so recapping the ISM race for the Xfinity Series. We're going to do this in order. We're going to do it. We're going to do ISM and then St. Petersburg. Alright, so... Recapping, see, this is what I need to do from now on, is schedule the show for later in the day. That way the entry list can come out on time, and boom shakalaka. Okay, so Christopher Bell started the race on the pole. This is the Xfinity race at ISM. The race was okay, I would have to say. I wouldn't say it was terrible. Bailey Curry brought out the first caution after he got into the wall. Nothing really else happened. Ronnie Bassett Jr. had to start the race at the rear because of a backup car. We'll get to him in a second. Stage 1 was won by Austin Cindric. Then... Cindric elected the pit, which gave the lead back to Christopher Bell on lap 54. Busch then passed Christopher Bell. Then with 20 laps to go, Bell got around Busch, followed by Reddick and Allgaier. Then on lap number 131, Stephen Light had a engine failure. I don't know if it was a fuel line or an oil line that came undone on his machine. Blew up, dropped oil, which Christopher Bell and Justin Allgaier both spun in the oil. Allgaier hit the wall with the right side of his car. Christopher Bell backed his car in the wall. Christopher Bell was done for the day and had to go to the care center because of NASCAR's protocol. Which was very unfortunate, because Christopher Bell was having a good run. Everybody did pit. Race returned to lap 143. Nothing else really happened as we got this thing in the way. Hang on a second. Other than that, the racing was pretty okay, if you say the least, as far as that's concerned. But at the end of the day, easy for me to say. However, unfortunately, it ended on a very sour note. of everybody's not-so-favorite song, I like to say, the greatest thing in the whole wide world since sliced bread, or in Cody Smart's crotch, easy for me to say, and Taylor would approve that, and Cody accepted. The Candyman, the Crybaby, the annoying drama king, the he should have been fined for raping a reporter, Kyle Busch, won the Xfinity race. Yes, that really tells me how thrilled I was with Kyle Busch winning. And yes, I did make more offensive stuff about Kyle Busch. But, and no, Kev, it's not late. It just came out just now. I just need to put it out, so. But anyway. The top 10 rundown for the Xfinity race, if I can go back to it. There we go. Top 10 rundown was the Crybaby wins. Ryan Truex finished second. That's his best finish of the season. Tyler Reddick third. Cole Custer fourth. Austin Cindric fifth. Chase Briscoe sixth. Brandon Jones seventh. Michael Annett eighth. John Hunter Nemechek finished ninth. And Ryan Sieg continuing his strong start of the 2019 season, finishing in the top 10. We go over the Cup race, and, well, let's start with what happened on Friday, because that one was probably the biggest headline that happened during the course of that race weekend. For example, Daniel Suarez was upset with Michael McDowell. Apparently, Suarez tried to intentionally wreck Michael McDowell during qualifying, which that was kind of uncalled for, which after that, the two decided to have fisticuffs on the pit lane. And Saturday morning, both the driver of the 34 and the driver of the 41 were asked to meet in the NASCAR hauler. The first time I had to say that. That's the first time you say that, which we'll discuss that coming up into the top story news. But I just want to throw that out there. So, the Cup race was, I don't know how to say it. I really don't have anything good to say about the Cup race, but let me get down here to stage one. Wait, is that not it? Where's stage one? Yep. Hey, thing. Where's stage one? That's stage 3. Hang on a second. It's not giving me a what happened in stage 1. I think stage 1 was like caution free or something like that. Hi, Derek. Well, I'm gonna get ready to talk about that. I know you're back and alive. Oh, by the way... Okay, who is Suarez? Who is Suarez, Derek? I know who Suarez is, but who is Suarez? Let me add Derek Hamill to this chat. Yeah, who is Daniel Suarez? Derek. Yes, that is a derp. Wait, do I have Derek? Hang on. Oh yeah, there he is. Hang on a second. Let me. Wait, wrong way. No, that's the wrong button. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. That was the wrong button.
Nice job.
It's not my fault, so. You can blame Discord for making me press the goddamn wrong button. Sheesh. DR. Okay, that's what it is. Unless you want me to go beat up Cody Smart's rectum. Oh, fudge. I can't even add Derek. God damn it. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. For some reason, I can't even add Derek. I don't know why, but... He is forever Suarez. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, I know. You're talking about... Oh, that's Cars 3 reference. Jeez, Derek. I didn't know you were doing a Cars 3 reference. Yeah. But anyway,
Belch.
thank you. I just got done eating lunch, and I didn't share, unfortunately.
Figures.
Garrett Himmel. Okay. D-R-E-E-K. That's what I spelled. That's how I spelled it wrong. Okay.
Stop it. You don't need to kill your leg. Quit.
Oh, there's no friends? Oh, that is so lame. Okay. Group settings. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, the NASCAR boys, too. Yeah. Alright, for some reason, it's not letting me add Derek to the chat. For some reason, I don't know why. I think Discord's just being stupid, that's it. But anyway, who won stage 1? Because I think I left and I didn't see who won stage 1.
Way.
Yeah, I'm talking about the cup race. Who won stage 1? I need to go back. Don't help me, let me go back through Facebook and see who won stage 1. Don't help me, I can look. I had this problem yesterday, or had this problem last week when I couldn't figure out who won stage 1 last week, and then I had to go through, and I figured out, oh, it was actually Joey Logano, so. Alright, let me check. Okay, Ryan Blaney won stage 1. Okay, I didn't know who won stage 1. Thank you for telling me that, Jacob. Ryan Blaney won stage 1. Then Michael McDowell apparently lost his brakes and cut a right front tire, went into the turn 3 wall, which brought out yellow after David Reagan ran in the back of him. Racing deal, if you ask me. Then Alex Pullman hit the wall not once but twice, which he had a pretty bad day. So he had to go to the garage and he was done. During green flag stops, Austin Dillon was penalized for speeding. Ryan Newman was penalized for a safety violation, which is if a crew member has a hand on the pit. Yeah, it was Blaney. Oh, you lost your voice? Okay. Yeah, Blaney won stage 1. But anyway, safety violation, which I think it's called. Oh yeah, Chase Elliott did jump the start, but he did recover because it was only on lap 1. So, but apparently, you know, NASCAR doesn't know the sense of how people can jump the start. So anyway, then Chase Elliott, speaking of Chase Elliott, got loose, spun in turn 3, but he kept it off the wall. Excuse me. Thank you. Then Austin Dillon won the battle off pit road, but his teammate Daniel Hemrick led the field of the green because he did not pit under that caution. Then Ryan Preece got loose after being tagged by Daniel Suarez, sent him in the wall. While avoiding the incident, Brad Keselowski spun as well and hit the inside wall. As I'm going to jail, joy. Old configuration turn 3 or new config? The new config, turn 3. You know, like going into turn 1 on the old config, it's now the new config of turn 3. Just to not confuse you guys. Race got back underway. Priest again hits the wall, joy. Priest keeps hitting the wall like he's having sex with that patriotic flag. Easy for me to say. Oh yeah. On lap 240, Blaney made his way up to the runner-up position behind Almirola as Austin Dillon dropped the third. Fuel came down to a strategy as far as that's concerned. Austin Dillon ran out of gas running 5th, F. Press the letter F for Austin Dillon, F. But at the end of the day, however, unfortunately, to no surprise of anybody, the Candyman, Kyle Busch, won the Cup race and got 199, which that's something I don't want to discuss that. So the top 10 rundown: Kyle Busch, the Candyman, wins. Martin Truex Jr., excuse me, finished second. I don't know why I said Ryan, but anyway. Ryan Blaney finished third. Eric Almirola finished fourth. Not a bad run for Eric. Denny Hamlin, the Daytona 500 winner, finished in fifth. Kyle Larson, sixth. Kurt Busch, who's doing... let's all... Oh, it's a fuel cell issue? Okay, thank you, Derek. Yeah. Ryan Truex, by the way, got second in the Xfinity Series race, if you want to know. But anyway, Kurt Busch got seventh, which, let's all agree, the decision to replace McMurray with Kurt Busch was probably the right decision. So, Jimmy Johnson got eighth, Kevin Harvick ninth, and the little girl, Joey Logano, who won last week at Las Vegas, completed the top 10. And yes, accepted in the roasting chat. But the IndyCar race was way better than the Cup race, I can tell you that, because I didn't watch, I did watch a little bit of the IndyCar race, so, let me go ahead and pull up the IndyCar, what deal. Well, Elijah likes to call them the little girls, so. Oh, Nico's in jail with me, yay. Where is it? Open wheel. IndyCar. Here it is. Here we go. I want IndyCar. Thank you very much. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. I got the report. So, let's talk about the IndyCar race, because that was probably the best race than the Cup race, because it happened earlier. Oh, you were at the Grand Prix yesterday? Hopefully you had a lot of fun. I'm paying 50. Screw it. Screw the... I'm not gonna roll a double. I roll a 5, but oh well. Oh, and I landed on his station. Oh well. No biggie. Anyway. Will Power led the field to the green flag. Felix Rosenqvist snatched second after turn 1. I cried when all of my IndyCar boys DNF'd. F. Press F for Derek. F. The racing was good. Rosenquist put a lot of pressure on Will Power. We did see some pit stops. Unfortunately, Marco Andretti and two-time St. Pete winner Sebastian Bourdais. Sebastian Bourdais was the first casualty. He had an engine failure. Graham Rahal was the, Bourdais went off in the runoff area, so there was no full course caution. So that was a tough break for Bourdais. Race went very good. We brought up the first full course caution. Ryan Hunter-Reay blew up on the front straightaway. That tells you about Honda's reliability in the IndyCar race. Yeah, and I'm going to bring up Ed Jones in a second, because he also got injured. I'll explain that in a second. The green flew on lap 23. Rosenquist took the lead from Will Power. Then, as Derek mentioned, the second full course caution came out. Ed Jones clipped the inside wall at turn 9 as he went into the wall. And Matthias Lace had nowhere to go, destroyed the left rear tire and ended up going on top of the chassis. So both of those drivers were done for the day, in which Ed Jones, we soon discovered, broke his hand in that accident. Ouch. The rest of the race was pretty calm. Nothing really else happened as far as the rest of the race was concerned. And at the end of the day, however, Joseph Newgarden, yeah, he did a good job, but at the end of the day, Joseph Newgarden, the 2017 IndyCar champion, took home the wins. The driver of the day, I'm going to give it to Felix Rosenquist, who drove a clean race, if you ask me. The top 10 rundown for IndyCar is this. Joseph Newgarden, the winner. Scott Dixon finished second. Will Power finished third. Felix Rosenquist, the rookie driver, finished in fourth. Not a bad job for him. Alexander Rossi finished fifth. James Hinchcliffe Hinchcliffe 6th, Simon Pagenaud 7th, Colton Herta 8th, Santina Ferrucci, the most annoying driver I hate in what happened last year at Silverstone, finished 9th, and Jack Harvey completed the top 10. So looking at this whole St. Petersburg / ISM raceway, oh yeah, definitely. What are your thoughts on this race weekend, Taylor? As I'm going to go ahead and add Elijah in this chat. Alright? Or actually, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till we get to predictions.
Well, I thought we saw some pretty good racing in the IndyCar racing. It's a shame that Sebastian Bourdais blew up, but it's part of racing at times. But Ross, I always saw some pretty good racing, and
Joseph Newhart in the chat. What the hell, Derek? I was like, sorry to cut you off. I saw Justin Newhart. I was like, who's Joseph Newhart? I know who Joseph Newgarden is, but Joseph Newhart. Oh boy. But he corrected. Continue.
excuse me.
You're excused, by the way.
But it was great to see IndyCar back racing again, and for their first race of the year, and congrats to Newgarden on the win, and I thought we saw some.
Hang on a second, Taylor. I'll be right back. What? I'll be back. But continue to tell the viewers what you thought. Right here. Go ahead.
But Phoenix was pretty interesting weekend. Phoenix, we saw some pretty interesting racing happening at times. So, Phoenix got a little crazy at times. So, it had some interesting moments happen throughout Phoenix as well.
Okay, I'm back. Continue, Taylor. Sorry, my dog had to let out an RKO for Cody Smart, and Cody accepted. Okay, continue. You were on the congrats to Newgarden before I got interrupted. Oh my god! I'll be back again. Alright, I'm back. I can't even pronounce your Cajun or whatever your name is. How are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry, Taylor, because my dog's having more diarrhea than Cody Smart having sex with women.
Cody,
okay, continue. We were on the New Garden situation is where we were at.
Yeah. But as far as the Phoenix part of the racing weekend went, we saw some pretty interesting things happen. The restarts got a little crazy at times, and we saw some wrecks happen here and there. So putting the finish line on where the backstretch used to be down in the dogleg area kind of made the restarts interesting. So, the restarts got a little chaotic at times, but we saw some pretty interesting racing happen. So.
Oh yeah, my thoughts on the IndyCar weekend as well as ISM. I'm starting with IndyCar. Felix Rosenqvist, in my opinion, was probably the best driver of the entire of the weekend. Really, I think he played a strategy. I hate to hear Ed Jones broke his hand, but it is what it is. But he should be, as Ty Dent is here, he should be good to go by the time we get to Circuit of the Americas in 2 weeks' time. So, as far as the ISM race, I think they need to start limiting Cup drivers a little bit more than 7 races in Xfinity. Probably do like 5 or so, but I seriously doubt that's going to happen. As I say, welcome to Ty Dent.
Sorry I'm late, guys.
Well, I started the show later, so see if that...
Yeah, I'm at home now.
Yep.
Long weekend.
Yep. So,
what we talk about today?
Right now we're still discussing the thoughts on St. Pete as well as I also need to get thoughts on I forgot Formula E. I got to recap. I'll do that in a second. we're discussing thoughts on ISM and St. Pete. So you've missed not that much. So
I was surprised Harvick didn't finish in the top 10.
yeah, kind of surprised. So
That's the biggest surprise because I picked him for in NASCAR
yeah.
fantasy. I picked him to win all 3 stages and win the race. So I was like, seriously?
Yeah, that really sucked if you ask me. Alright, then we had the Formula E race. This one was the most controversy of the weekend, and we'll get our opinions on this in a second if Google will let me. There we go. Alright, where do we begin? Let's see. Start with the, okay. So the racing was pretty good. We had like 3 red flags. Nelson Piquet Jr., I believe, brought out a safety car. I think I'll have to go. I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, let me mute myself real quick.
Okay. We had 3 safety cars and a red flag. Buemi, Verlaine, and D'Ambrosio made contact. That caused the red flag because the track was blocked. Then we had Sims, Bourdais, Van Dorn. They also retired. Same with Oliver Rowland. I don't know what happened to Piquet, how he retired. But the end of the race, it was pretty controversy between Sam Bird and Eduardo Montero. At the end of the day, the original winner was Sam Bird, but he was given a he was given a 5-second penalty for his incident, and that means Eduardo Montero ended up winning the Hong Kong E-Prix. In what Techeetah said, it was controversy. In my opinion, I think that was the right decision. So Eduardo Montero got the win. So here's the top 10 rundown. Eduardo Montero gets his first career win in Formula E. Lucas di Grassi second. Robert Virgins of the Netherlands completed the podium. Daniel Abt fourth. Felipe Massa gets fifth, his best finish of the season. Sam Bird with his penalty falls to sixth. Mitchell Evans finished seventh. Gary Paffett eighth. Oliver Turvey ninth, and Antonio Felix da Costa completed the top 10. So Taylor, your thoughts on the Formula E race?
Well, I mean, we obviously saw some red flags and
3 safety cars and 2 in that race. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Saw a lot of cautions.
Yeah. I'm going to put the entry list in this chat, so that way, for the NASCAR entry list. If you guys need the other entry list, you already know where they're at, so. But anyway.
I don't even watch Formula E, by the way.
Yeah. I did see the highlights of that race, and I thought, you know, Sam Bird, you know, he kind of deserved that, because that was kind of one of those avoidable collisions, if you ask me, so, yeah. Alright, so let's get into the top story news. As I mentioned earlier about the Michael McDowell, Daniel Suarez incident, what happened to them on Friday, which caused a little fisticuff, and both drivers were called to the NASCAR hauler. You guys, this question, I don't know who wants to go first. Who is at fault? Do you see, is it Daniel Suarez at fault? Is it Michael McDowell at fault? Or do you think both of them are at fault for what happened in qualifying when Michael McDowell held up Daniel Suarez during his qualifying lap?
I say Michael. You don't hold up the driver that's faster than you.
Alright. Taylor, who do you think would be at fault?
I'm gonna say kind of 50-50 on this one. You know, it's kind of an interesting thing. And then the fight that happened on the road was kind of interesting too. You know, and McDowell's crew chief comes down and slams Suarez down across the front of the car.
It looked to me like he was trying to choke him out. Is what happened? Is what it looked like.
Yeah. Well, somebody was saying that McDowell's crew chief was a former wrestler too. So.
Yeah.
There it is.
Bad things happen. Smart
Yeah.
Goodness. I'm gonna agree with you, Taylor. I think it's kind of 50-50, you know. Yes, I understand Michael McDowell did held up Daniel Suarez, but what Suarez did by trying to use his car as a weapon to intentionally trying to wreck Michael McDowell during qualifying was pretty uncalled for. You know, I mean, that's pretty much uncalled for if you ask me. I don't agree with why he would do that in the first place, but, you know, I mean, had they talked it out in the pit road instead of fighting it out, this would have not happened, because fighting accomplished really nothing, to be honest, but draw media attention, if you know what I mean. Alright. So, other top story news, Mike Harmon, as well as the number 8 of Junior Motorsports, were fined $2,500 because of a loose lug nut. Kyle Busch, the winning car, did pass inspection. However, his crew chief, Adam Stevens, was fined $10,000 for also a loose lug nut. So let me ask you guys this question. Are you surprised we've had lug nut penalties than something illegal on the car after the first 4 races of this NASCAR season?
Shake the dice and see what the future holds for you.
Something's... Okay. Did you want me to read?
I don't... That doesn't surprise me. Lug nuts every race is becoming an issue, I think.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, the rules with the lug nuts is the most stupidest rule NASCAR's ever came up with, I believe.
Yeah. What about you, Taylor?
Yeah, well, I mean, so far we haven't really seen any dramatic post-race penalties as of yet. Far as cars getting disqualified or anything like that, which is kind of a bit of a surprise, a little bit, but at the same time, the teams are cooperating so far, so far all we've really seen is lug nut penalties.
Yeah. They've done a good job making sure to make sure that they comply with NASCAR's rules and all that, if you ask me. So, you know, I give them credit for them, as I don't know what's going on. Why my R1 buttons? Oh yeah, that's right, it's in the color set. Hang on a second, let me do this. It's not letting me do anything. Okay. Alright, I gotta wait until somebody lands on my properties and then I can start putting some money in it. Anyway, other than that, I think that's pretty much it, if you ask me.
Motocross race.
Yeah, that was a interesting race, I have to say. The motocross.
Yeah, I watched the start of the LCQ and instant red flag.
Yeah.
I was like, seriously? Here we go again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. For those of you that want to join our weekly show chat, because I only can invite 10 people, just letting everybody know, so, yeah. Oh, there goes my 350, there goes the 350 in the, deal. Alright. What else? Oh. Saw this little article I sent to Fitzwater. That F1 wants like 12 teams on the grid for 2020. Do you think that's going to happen, Taylor, or do you, for both of you guys, this question, do you think that's going to happen, or do you think there's no way they're going to get 12 teams with getting 2 new teams on the grid for 2020?
I 50-50 possibility of it happening and not happening, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Taylor on that one. It's 50-50. You have to think all the money you're putting into 2 cars and how much you gotta pay, the locations, airfares, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's more or less, any more of these, not bashing racing in general, but the asphalt, Formula One, all that seems more money driven than what your local dirt tracks are.
I would agree with that. And the other thing I'm also going to mention is, you know, as you mentioned with money, you know, I think, you know, with, you know, F1 did accomplishing getting North America a race team in Haas F1, and they've done a good job so far in the last couple of weeks. So I really think that that they're definitely going to try to see. But like you mentioned, you know, money is going to be tight, so, you know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, so.
Yeah, it's like money gets tight. You gotta look at how many pit guys you need for a race, if they're able to go to the countries.
Yeah, I was going to put something in the recording chat.
Sometimes bad things happen. Smart investors never give up.
Yeah, looking at the Cup entry list, I'm surprised that the 27 is a premium motorsports.
And then, like, with you guys running your own series, too, it's like, I'm just sitting back and I look at my own series, I'm like, holy heck. I've been so swamped with trying to get videos uploaded that when I'm at school, they don't want to upload right, so it takes almost a whole day to try and upload them.
Yeah.
My races aren't short. They're freaking good half an hour to an hour long.
Yeah.
As long as you're visiting.
Yeah, and also, once Orman, you know, gets NR, then we can get on with the program with starting up the PCSRA, because I think that's what we're waiting on. Plus, also, I'm waiting on some other schemes that some people that haven't sent to me haven't been painted is the other reason. So that's another thing.
I haven't even tried to paint any because I stink at it.
Yeah.
I started to change like paint around. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's like hard because you're so used to a few things and only trying to change all of it. Big hassle.
Yeah. All right. So now that we were talking about NR Gen 3, of course. Taylor, whatever you do, do not look at this article I just saw on Facebook about Houston Brewery making beer for dogs. Don't ask me why.
What on earth?
See for yourself.
I know about.
Welcome to weird things. I don't think we have anything else as far as NR news is concerned. So, you know what this means, folks. It is look ahead time. It's time to preview the 5th race of the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the Monster Energy Cup Series. It's also time to discuss Melbourne, first race for the FIA Formula One World Championship, and also the second race weekend of the V8 Supercars, because they just had their race last week during the Vegas, or 2 weeks ago at Vegas. So this is their second race of the weekend. So let's first start with Auto Club. So we're going from ISM Raceway, which is like a mile length track, to Auto Club Speedway, and this week the package, if I can find it. Okay, this week's package is 550 horsepower. And there will be aero ducts. So let me ask you guys this question. We saw this at Las Vegas, and we ended up seeing a caution-free race with the possible exception of the stages. Do you think we might see that again this weekend at Auto Club? Or do you think you think we might see a little bit more action, unlike what we saw at Las Vegas?
I see them going 5 wide down the front stretch into one. They're going to be so spread out with this new air package. It's going to be crazy. Like, they're going to stay in the pack, but it's going to be close racing. And with the stages, it's going to be tighter competition.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I just saw a Tampa Bay link, Taylor, but I ended up losing it, if you want to find it. So, yeah. But, your thoughts, Taylor, what we expect at Auto Club?
Well, I mean, this is going to be our first 2-mile track that's not a drafting track, so, and with the new package and everything, it's going to be interesting to see what is actually going to happen at the club. You know, I think we'll probably see some stuff pretty similar to what we saw at Atlanta and Vegas. Obviously, Atlanta was just a sample of it, but yeah, I think we'll probably see some pretty crazy racing though at Auto Club. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do go 4 and 5 wide, because we've seen that happen before, especially on restarts and going into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I saw somebody post this in the Victory in Jesus chat. We might see 6 wide, which I know 6 wide will not work. Trust me. You can go 4 and 5 wide and try to keep it together. 6 wide, that's kind of a tall order. So, but that's just my opinion. So, all right. So let's talk about our other races we have this weekend. Oh, I also forgot. We're also going to talk about other races we got. This weekend, of course, is V8 Supercars and the V8 Supercars and F1 this weekend at Melbourne. So we're going from Adelaide to a great track in Melbourne, which is Albert Park. So what do you think we're going to see in both of our in the V8 Supercar race? Do you think we're going to see Ford continue their dominance like they did 2 weeks ago at Adelaide, or do you think Holden and Nissan are going to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Not on the V8, but with Melbourne or with Formula 1 being there, it's going to be one heck of a show, depending on how the cars look. I saw some schemes were really good, like Red Bull came out of the box determined to get attention.
Yeah.
Along with Haas there too. It's like these guys changed their design real quick. Like Mercedes with Lewis Hamilton and whoever his teammate is.
Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah, those cars are looking good this year, but I am determined to see Ferraris get up there and try and win. I'm a huge Sebastian Vettel fan, and
I love Ferrari. I root for Ferrari and only Ferrari. If I root for Red Bull, it's because I'm happy Mercedes DNF. So, what about you? What about you, Taylor? Also, another question I was going to ask you guys is, do you think we could see tire issues in the F1 race? Because we saw it a lot in preseason testing at Barcelona.
Bad things happen. Smart investors never get
Well, you never know. I mean, tire issues could be a factor in the race. Excuse me.
Your excuse.
And, but, I think we'll see a pretty interesting F1 race. I mean, tire issues could play a factor. And, as far as the V8 supercars, the Mustangs they're off to a roll, so if they can keep bringing fast cars to the racetrack, they're going to pretty much be unbeatable.
There isn't a
Oh, yeah, definitely. I really think tires are going to be a factor, not only at Auto Club, but also at Melbourne. And it's going to be interesting to see how that race is going to turn out. Should be a lot of fun. We also have IMSA returning after their long hiatus. So for those that had damaged cars back at Daytona, they've already gotten repaired. And this is the only series we don't do predictions because of the classes. So we're just only going to give our thoughts on what we expect is going to happen in the race. So my question to you guys is, with this race, the 12 Hours of Sebring, also on the same weekend as the 1,000 miles at Sebring, what do you expect in a 12-hour race? Do you think we're going to see the same excitement as we've seen the last several years? Or do you think Mother Nature could play a big factor and really change the complexion of the race?
Weather always has a factor to do with these long endurance races. No doubt. You have to look at the radar and determine who's going to be where and how to take on the race. It's like you have 12 hours, but in those 12 hours, the temperature changes, track changes, in all those hours.
Yep. And for you, Taylor?
Well, I mean, it's going to be the first time IMSA's been on the track for a while, so, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well they do first time on the track since early February.
January.
January. But, you know, I think we're going to see some pretty good racing. Probably going to see some pretty chaotic racing at times, too. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what is going to happen.
Yeah, if last year's Michelin Sports Car Challenge with the fuel deal had any indication, don't expect that we could see the same this year. As Ty mentioned about the weather, there's a chance of rain for Saturday, so you could throw that huge element of hang on for your life into the curtains. Weather for Auto Club looks dry this weekend. We're expecting in the almost 80 degrees on race day Sunday in Fontana, so the race is going to be dry. As far as Melbourne is concerned, as I say, good morning to you people in Melbourne. Temperatures are expecting to be in the upper 80s. It's going to be dry, so... And there's only 3 tire compounds, soft, medium, and hard. But they're going to be using the C1 or C3 and all that this year, so... But it's still going to be soft.
I got a question for you whenever you get a chance. So, do you think Cup should put a wet tire on the Cup cars at an oval track?
No. Because it will wear the tire. It will wear that tire out so quickly. There is no way we're going to see rain tires on ovals.
Yeah, that's what I would
That's now, if it's a road course, then yes, I would see that happening. So,
yeah, it's one of my biggest questions is, because you have races that are 500 miles, and then it rains, then it's in a rain delay, and you just sit there and you're like, come on, Mother Nature.
Yeah. All right.
Put the rain tires on and do pace lap.
Let me let Elijah know I'm about to start predictions if you want to join. Okay, Cody, we're about to make predictions, buddy. So let's make our predictions. Now, again, IMSA, we're not making predictions. We're just only giving our thoughts. So just letting everybody know, that way everybody's on the same page. Because we always give our thoughts on IMSA races. So let's make predictions for Auto Club. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. For the NASCAR people that want to make predictions for Auto Club, I'm going to let them go first. Because it's going to take a while for most of us to do our not only our Auto Club predictions, but also the V8 Supercars in F1. And I'm going to explain how the V8 Supercar format is going to work. As I say hello to Mr. Cody in the chat. Welcome, Cody.
Hello, I'm just trying to turn on my TV. There we go.
Alright, I've added Elijah.
GT Sports
Alright. Alright.
Elijah's here.
Yes, Elijah's here. Okay, so here is how this is going to work. We all know the criteria. Driver to win, driver stay away from dark horse. Here's how the V8 Supercar predictions is going to work. We're going to, when you do predictions for driver to win, driver to stay away from dark horse, you have to tell me, you have to say race 3, driver to win, stay away from dark horse, race 4, race 5, etc. for V8 Supercars. As far as F1, it's going to be the same as like NASCAR. So let me give you the standings. I have made the standings as far as that. So let me give you the standings. First, let me give you the global standings, because let me tell you something. The global standings have been pretty much a blowout. I still currently have the lead by 8 points over Nathan Orman, who is second with 5 points. Zachary Taylor is not that far away. He's only 10 points back, third in the standings. Derek Hamill, Cody Smart, David Heller are tied for fourth with 2 points in the bag. Cody Goldford has 0. Ty, of course, doesn't have any global points, but he will get points for global eventually. As far as the NASCAR standings, they are tight, folks. Let me tell you something. They are tight as... oh, there goes Elijah. Derek Hamill has the lead, but he has the lead by only 1 point over Zachary Taylor. I currently am tied with Kyle Langland, third in the standings. Of course, I would break the tie because I did the points, did a race before Kyle. Nathan Orman is currently fifth in the standings. Then we have Ty Dent, currently in 6th with 5. And then a tie for 7th between Elijah Leonard, David Heller, and Cody Smart with 4 points in the books. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a minute to look at the entry list for the Auto Club, as we only have 37 cars for Xfinity. So let's see. Ryan C., I don't know what sponsor he's running. Bailey Curry, thank God Kyle Busch is not going to run the 18 after they get back at wherever track they're going to. Ryan Priest is making his second start in the 8. Let me see. Stephen Light's in the 01. Brandon Brown, Vinnie Miller's in the 78. Okay, we don't have a driver for the 77, so I was predicting like 37, but it's 38, so I was off by only 1. That's okay. Alright. So, yeah. Alright, so first one, let's start with V8 Supercars. Get that out of the way, because that'll be our one we're gonna do. Let me see if I have the entry list still in the predictions chat. Let me check.
No, it's not up there.
Oh, okay. Wait, did I not pin the entry list for the V8 Supercars? Shit. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, actually I did pin the Supercars entry list in the entry list racing chat in the weekly show. So if anyone still needs it, but I'll just put it in the chat. So yeah. Alright, there's that. If anyone needs it, so. Okay, actually, let's do this. Let's do Auto Club, get that out of the way, and then we can get to Supercars and all that. So, first one to make the Auto Club picks, I'll do it in ABC order since I'm going last. Cody Smart, you're up first.
God dang it. Okay, where's the entry list?
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. If you want to look at the... Yeah.
Yeah, probably look at the points. Probably sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So only 2 cup leeches this weekend. Morgan Shepherd's going. Wow. Heard he could have a new crew chief next season. Morgan Shepherd.
Okay.
format for Supercars? I heard that one's different.
It's race 3, race 4, race 5, and race 6. Driver to win, driver stay away from dark horse. But we're gonna have Supercars go last. So we're doing Auto Club first, and then it'll be F1, and then Supercars. Okay?
Okay, that sounds like a good idea to me. So exciting. Let me take a look. I think take a look at multiple times before. I'm going to do it to be safe anyway. Driver to win. The reason I'm saying this in the Xfinity is because it's the freaking inevitable at this point, Kyle Busch. When it comes to history, things are inevitable, alright? That's what happens in NASCAR. Get to the program. I might not watch the Xfinity race that day anyway. Alright, driver stay away from...
Have you thought about upgrading?
Well, Ryan Sieg didn't work for crap in Elijah's show. Ryan Sieg's like, I'm gonna go screw around with your points. I'm going to say... Driver stay away from... I swear, if Elijah says this guy is too easy one more time in the Pit Stop show, I'm not going to be really happy with him, because he has actually done good lately, boys. Like, look at his finishes. But according to which team they're racing for, it's really hard to do so. So I'm going to say try to stay away from Greg Golding, and I swear, Elijah. I'm going to make that pick for the Pit Stop show, so just so you know, that guy is not too easy. Alright. Dark horse. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. Dark horse.
It's your turn.
Ooh, I think I got a good dark horse. Some people have said that he hasn't done good at all in Xfinity, but I'm gonna make this pick just to prove them wrong. Noah Gragson is the dark horse.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Persistence is
I'm going to prove them wrong.
Oh, I can tell you can prove them wrong, because you've been making a lot of points up lately, so that's pretty good.
So, for the Cup Series, let me look. Okay, since it's in the new Aero package, I'm going to say this one's going to be a risky move for me to rely on my own driver. Driver to win, Brad Keselowski.
I knew you were going to pick Keselowski. Yeah, I'm kind of a toss-up.
It's going to be risky.
I'm kind of a toss-up between who should I pick for a driver to win, not only for my show, but also for the Pit Stop show.
Yeah, because Keselowski only won in 2015, and that's it. He hasn't won since.
But he may be either my driver to win or my dark horse, because he always runs well. Him, Kyle Busch have won there before. Same with Kevin Harvick. So I'm kind of a little toss-up of who I think is going to win that race for the Pit Stop show. So.
Away from. Well, let's see. He was 29 points before Phoenix. I picked him, and then he screwed me over because my driver was like, I'm just gonna let him go. So, do you know what? I'm gonna make a risky toss-up for driver to stay away from. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I have to put shame on myself. Daniel Hemrick yet again as a driver to stay away from.
Ooh.
I am challenging him this time.
Yeah, let's hope this time it pays off.
I said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And dark horse, I'm gonna make a pretty risky pick for a dark horse. Because in 2019, in my predictions, I do not see Ricky Stenhouse in the playoffs. You know what? I'm going to test against my own odds. Ricky Stenhouse.
Alright. Okay.
And then you say F1 is up, right?
We're gonna just do Auto Club picks first, and then we're gonna jump to F1. So we're gonna keep in the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say there, like F1. Okay, so
yeah.
We're gonna do F1.
All right, before you do
the entry list.
Before you, I was gonna say before you do that, Cody, let me get you the entry list for the F1 drivers 2019. Yes. Yes, here's the,
Shake the dice and
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do the, yeah. Wait, yeah, I accept. Cause I know,
the entry list, then I might have.
yeah, give me 1 second, I'm gonna get the entry list. Wait, that's not it.
done to the place.
F1 drivers, okay, teamers and drivers. Let me do this from a wiki because for some reason it wants to be a total jerk. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do that. I'm also gonna put. I'm gonna put in the.
Norman's added to the group. I wonder where he is.
He's still in school.
At the strip club trying
No,
to
he's in
introduce
school.
Rick Taylor.
He's in school right now.
Accepted.
So if the show goes longer, I'm gonna try to see if he can make his picks in just in time. I could have told him to make his predictions last night.
Okay.
He's on his final. He's at his final classes where he's at because he only has a 60-minute class. His freaking classes are like 100 minutes.
Oh, dang. It's like he's in college.
Yeah, it's like an hour and 40 minutes, also known as. Can you imagine going to school with an hour and 40 minutes? Because I've had 90-minute block schedules.
Yeah, that's weird.
To say, guys, I have next semester will be my last. I have a 3-hour-long class.
Jeez.
Dang.
And then we're off for a week, and then we pretty much run for 1 day only. Then we go back.
Roll the dice.
Well, I do, but I have classmates that have more days than what I do. But
Jeez.
Payday.
Okay. Let me see. So, I'm going to say for Australia, as I'm looking through the entry list.
Yes, we have Kimi Räikkönen's. Of course, Räikkönen's car number goes with him. Same with Daniel Ricciardo to their new teams.
Yes. So, here's what I'm going to say.
The dice.
The driver to win, I'm going to toss up between two people right now. And I feel like one of the Kings is going to win. But I'm going to say this. Driver to win, Lewis, not shocking, Hamilton.
I knew you were gonna say that. I love how you say the words "not shocking," like as in I'm not shocking. So you're saying Lewis Hamilton is like the next Kyle Busch in F1? Is that what you're telling me, Cody? Okay, we'll accept that. Accept it.
Alright. Stay away. I do not know half of these drivers.
Money to one of your
Oh,
Just remember, below 11th, because there's only 20 cars. Top 10 would be where the dark horse is. Outside the points is where the driver stay away from would be at.
Okay, so I want to say, like, the reason why I'm going to pick this guy to drive stay away from is because I have a friend who's an F1 fan.
can happen to you.
And this person has told me how this driver has been fired multiple times, over and over and over. So I am going to take a wild guess to see if this is a driver that I am talking about correctly. Driver Daniel Kvyat, is that the right one?
Danny Kvyat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because got fired many times already.
He's the one that got removed from Red Bull in 2016 for what he did to Vettel in Russia, which Max Verstappen took his ride beginning in Spain, and he's been with Toro Rosso ever since.
Alright then. So, the dark horse in this race, I am going to take a little risk on the dark horse. I'm going to say dark horse Charles Leclerc?
No, it's Charles Leclerc.
Okay, Charles Leclerc.
Hey Cody, whatever you do not look at the reactions chat. What Taylor just said.
Not accepted, Taylor!
Oh, there goes Ty. Alright. Okay. And the V8 Supercars, which is I'm gonna give you the format how it's gonna go. Okay.
Okay.
Race 3, race. Okay, because I'll put in the chat. I think Ty had to go. I could have told Ty you can put your picks in the chat. All right, wait, hang on. Let me do this. Oh, I gotta pay David $50. F. Press the letter F for your Huckleberry friend, Jordan Von Stringle. F. Alright. That way, now remember, if it's this... Oh, you can't talk, though. Okay.
Well, that's weird.
Alright, this is how the format needs to be for V8 Supercars. That way, I can pin this in the chat. Alright, this is the V8 Supercars, how we're gonna do it, like this. So,
Okay, let me look.
now if you pick like, yeah, that's how the structure is gonna work.
Your time has come.
So I'm going to give you one question about this. So are there going to 2 different tracks, 4 different tracks?
No. It's gonna be the same. It's at the same track. They're just doing 4 races at the same track. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Ty. That's fine, Ty. Yeah, they're doing all 4 races at the same track.
Okay. So
Now, say if you pick driver to win, say if you pick the same driver for like race 3, 4, 5, 6, you could double points. Because let's see, 3, 6, 9. You're looking at 12 points for V8 Supercars. Is what you're looking at a maximum. Plus, if you count F1, that's a total of 15 points. You're looking at 15 points. So technically, you could still take the points lead, Cody.
yeah, I know. I'm taking a look at Supercar right now. This is gonna be easy. Super 2, Super 3, Super...
Let me also put a little note.
Dang.
I'm gonna put this.
Yep, I'm knowing how this is gonna work. And this goes in the regard that I do not know a lot of these guys.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while for you to get pronunciations and all that. So.
Okay, so let me look. So, driver to win,
Race.
and I am going to risk it and say this guy's gonna win all 4 races.
All right.
The driver, I think, is gonna sweep the week again. That's keyword is Scott McLaughlin.
All right.
Never give up.
All right. Let me put a reminder for Derek and Orman. Let me give the format to Orman and Derek how the predictions need to go like this. So that way they understand what.
Alright, so driver to stay away from. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Race number 3, I'm going to say Simona Di Silvestro.
Yep, Simona Di Silvestro. Yep, you almost got it right. Oh, I forgot to pay.
Race number 4, I'm going to say Scott Pye.
Scott Pye. Yep, you got it right. Good job, Cody.
Race number 5, I'm going to say McClary Jones.
Leclerc Jones.
And the 6th race, I'm going to say Jack Lee Brook.
Jack LeBlanc. Alright. Alright.
Okay, Dark Horse. How am I going to do the following for the dark horse? That is something I'm thinking about.
12th or higher is where the dark horse will be for V8 supercars. Below 12th is where for the driver to stay away from, so.
Yeah. So, they got auto pluses. Auto plus. International racing cars. Sweet. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's for GT Sport.
We should really team up for one of these live streams at GT Sport at some point.
Yeah, you, me, and Matt Haas, that would be the boss.
Matt Haas, hell yeah. We really need to do this later this week, for sure,
Yeah.
because I'm available all week this week.
Sweet.
I'm on break. So,
Yay.
Dark Horse, I'm going to split it to two people. I'm going to let one be the Dark Horse for races 3 and 4, and the second Dark Horse I'll announce will be the one that goes for race 5 and 6. Dark Horse for the first half of the races, Mark Winterbottom.
Alright.
And for the second half of the races, I'm going to say Jamie Wincup.
Yep, Jamie Wincup, you got it right. Alright, next up, even though he's sick, but I am very confident in him, he's going to power through the sickness with his picks, Zachary Taylor. Whoa, didn't see, wait. Before we get into that, let me put a link. I need to send this to you guys in the. Let me put this in the PCSRA, the supercars. Taylor, look at this link.
Persistence is the key to success.
Alright, go ahead, Taylor.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Your turn starts
You okay?
Okay. So, my Infinity predictions. I'm gonna make some interesting
Alright.
driver to stay away from. Now, I do know that this driver has been off to a pretty good start, but I'm gonna make a bold prediction for my driver to stay away from. I'm gonna say stay away from Mike Nett.
Who?
Michael Nett.
Michael Annette? Okay. I couldn't hear you because you were cutting in and out, but thank you for telling me. Alright, Michael Annette's your door to stay away from. Okay, got that down.
And my dark horse, I'm really going to go out on a limb with this one. I'm going to say John Hunter Nemechek.
Ooh. You just did it. You just did a Fairly Odd Parents deal, Cody. Good for you.
What are you doing over there, Cody? Okay.
I wish you luck.
My driver to win. I am going to say, we're going to see a first time winning Xfinity Series. I'm going to say, no Jackson takes Junior Motors to victory lane.
Wow.
Going to happen. I can feel it.
Even that is what I call a quadruple bold pick.
Let's roll
All right,
the dice.
for your Cup Series.
Alright, for my cup prediction,
That's
my driver that I think you want to stay away from, I'm gonna say for Auto Club, I'm gonna say stay away from Eric Jones.
I definitely think that's a good pick, really, because Eric Jones is really not meeting expectations. And if there are rumors that he could get replaced by Christopher Bell, I wouldn't be surprised.
And my dark horse, now this is gonna sound like a crazy pick, but he was running up towards the top 10 before he had a problem.
sometimes bad things happen.
In the race Sunday. I'm gonna say Matt DiBenedetto is my dark horse.
Ooh,
Let's roll
the
the dice.
DeBurrito. DeBurrito.
shot to win. Now he has came close to winning here before. I'm going to say number 42, Kyle Larson. Victory line.
Wow, you just made Stapleton happy. Alright.
Dice and see what the future holds for you.
Alright, for my F1 prediction,
Don't give up.
my driver to stay, I'm going to say stay away from Carlos
Your time starts
Sainz.
now.
Carlos Sainz is your driver to stay away from? Okay.
Impressive. Perhaps you should manage your portfolio.
Alright, I had to drink right there.
You're what? Okay. Wait, what are you drinking?
Water.
Okay, I was wondering. Because if you were drinking a pop, I would have said figures.
Well, really quick before I give you my dark horse, I did have a watermelon strawberry wave Powerade a few moments ago. No, I didn't share.
Figures! You knew I was going to say that. You knew I was going to say
Your
that.
time is
Cody was kissing a Powerade girl. Knock it out, dude.
Go ahead. Your dark horse.
Okay, I had to do that. Okay, I had to get Cody Rhodes in there. Okay. Okay. My dark horse for F1, I'm going to say Sergio Perez.
Ooh. He does run well at in Melbourne. So, I really think that, I really see that happen. And your driver to win.
Yeah, my driver. I'm going to go with Sebastian
Sebastian who?
Vettel.
Okay. Because you cut out, you said Sebastian, I was like, wait, are you... Then you're like, okay, alright. You were cutting out in and out on my end, so just saying. Alright. 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 Alright, last but not least, the V8 Supercar picks. Oh, there's a cute dog that's playing with the puck on the NBC deal.
someone already owns it.
So adorable.
Time to pay the rent.
Hey, I was showing you that, and so you can say adorable.
Time has come.
Okay? I wanted to show you that, okay?
Okay. Back to my predictions.
You're on V8 Supercars. I don't mind if you choose a different driver to stay away from for Supercars. I don't mind that, but if you want to pick, like, this issue with it, okay?
Alrighty.
Just letting you know.
It's your turn.
Excuse you.
Race 3 predictions. I'm gonna say stay away from David Reynolds.
Alright, David Reynolds, your driver to stay away from for race 3.
You're home. Maybe it's time
My
to
dark horse. I'm gonna say Shane Van Gisel.
Yep.
You pronounce his name.
I call him SVG. I say SVG, so. Alright, SVG is your dark horse for race 3. Your driver to win for race 3?
I'm gonna make kind of a crazy prediction here. I'm gonna say Cameron Waters.
shake the dice and see what the future holds.
Alright, before you continue your picks, I was going to mention the tie. If you want to make your picks ahead of time, let me know, so that way it's taken care of. Alright, continue, Taylor. Your fart horse wait, before you say a word, Elijah said your fart horse Taylor? Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at what Elijah said in the chat.
What the?
He said fart horse. He heard fart horse from Taylor.
He's a derp to big time. What the?
Yeah, it's in the chat. It's in the, if you're watching the stream, it's in the chat.
Oh my. Okay, hold on.
Taylor's dark horse must be farting pretty badly over there. Not what I said. Well, that's what Elijah. Have you fed it too many dildos for breakfast? I have not. I'm gonna record a race in about, after I'm done with this Monopoly game, I'm gonna record a game. Record GT Sport so I can do a test.
Cool, man, cool. What's your tag? Never mind, you can give me a tag after the stream.
Alright, thank you, Ty. I'm gonna pin your picks in the chat.
Getting back to my predictions, getting back to a serious note. Race 4 of the V8 Supercars, my driver to stay away from, I am gonna say stay away from James Courtney.
Yeah. I hear that Cody's toes can give you some really bad gas. Some really bad gas. Look at the chat. Look at the chat, Taylor. Look at the chat. Cody accepted. Or did you feed your dildos to Cody's toes? Is what Elijah's asking. Accepted. I know Cody will say no, and I accept it.
Joy. Oh, joy. Anyway, my dark horse for race 4. I am gonna say Todd Hazelwood. And my driver to win, this is going to be a really bold prediction, but I'm going to do it. My driver to win race 4, I'm going Simona Di Silvestro.
Whoa! If you thought Cody Smart's bold pick was bold, that's even bolder. Who's your dark horse for race 4?
Todd Hazelwood.
Todd Hazelwood. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was too busy focusing on my game. Alright, race 5.
My driver to stay away from race 5, I'm going to say Will Davison.
Wow.
My dark horse, I'm going to say Nick Percat.
Hey Taylor, look at this. Look at the Hadro District Facebook page after you get done with your picks. Okay.
Your turn starts now.
It's a pretty cool restaurant we need to go try in Japan. Okay, go ahead.
And my driver to win for race 5, I'm going to say Jamie Whincup.
All right. Who's your dark horse for race 5?
Nick Percat.
Near Pirka. Okay, thank you. Race 6. Whatever you do not look at what Elijah just said in the chat, in the YouTube chat.
Do I even want to know? YouTube chat, I'm not...
My driver to stay away from Cody's toes, and my dark horse is cottage cheese. Zachary Taylor 2019. Accepted. Accepted.
Elijah, I know
Accepted.
there's some things that can't, but...
Oh. Accepted. Accepted.
Okay, we're good.
Alright, go ahead, Taylor. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be the nominee for the Blue Hedgehog Funny Moments of 2019.
Okay, of course it is, because it's Elijah.
No, it's for my channel, you derp.
I know, I'm just saying it's because Elijah, like, no.
I don't.
Okay.
Continue. 10-4 tie. I'm gonna make sure to pin them so that way it's done.
Okay, back to the task.
Yes, back to the task in hand before you get another roast, Taylor, that I'm gonna start laughing. Which reminds me, I need a roll before I forget. Oh, I got a 9. Oh, community chest. What'd I get? Oh, I have to pay $50. F.
What happened?
I paid $50. I had to pay $50.
Good job, boyos. Good job. You had one job and you blew it. Oh, boy. Well, I just yeeted somebody off the road and now I'm back on.
Joy. Go ahead. Wait. Before you make your pick, continue your picks, Taylor. Go ahead, Taylor. Go buck, buck, buck like a chicken with Cody as Superwoman. Accepted. And keep clapping your butt cheeks with David. Accepted. Alright, continue, Taylor.
Okay, enough of that. Okay.
What's going on in the general chat? Okay.
My predictions for race 6 now. My driver to stay away from, I'm going to say, stay away from Cameron Waters.
Alright.
My dark horse for race 6, I'm going to go with a guy that's been on a hot streak. I'm going to say Scott McLaughlin.
Scott McLaughlin as your dark horse?
It's Scott McLaughlin, you derp.
I call it
Your
McLaughlin.
ass off, boyos, and Taylor accepted.
Oh, joy. Continue, Taylor.
I see what you did there, Cody. Okay, no.
Oh, boy.
Okay, my driver to win race 6. I'm going to say Chad Mostert.
Alright, so before I get to my picks, if Orman comes in the call, he's gonna go last in my picks, but... So before I get to my, predictions, I'm gonna go ahead and read other people's predictions. For Ty Dent, he picked in Xfinity Christopher Bell. He chose Kyle Busch as the driver to win, Daniel Hemrick, the driver to stay away from, and Kevin Harvick as the dark horse. For, yeah. Alright. So, for Derek Hamill, let me ask him, is he... Alright, let me get Derek Hamill. Let me ask Derek, is he doing his NASCAR picks? For F1, he chose Daniel Ricciardo as the driver to win, George Russell as the driver to stay away from, and Robert Kubica as the dark horse. Let me get... I'm currently waiting on his Xfinity and Cup so I can pin those. Here. Let me put the entry list. Here. I got you, Derek. Here.
Wait. I got an idea.
There you go, Derek. Okay. Yes, I put him in the entry list chat. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention because I was talking... That's Cody, that...
Okay, what's going on?
That loves to twerk, and Cody accepted. Cody accepted!
Wait a minute.
I'm reading the YouTube chat.
Check on the YouTube chat.
Alright.
Because something fishy is going on.
Oh, somebody's a Kyle Larson hate. Alright, and I also got...
Taylor! Max Taylor! Taylor accepted!
Alright, for Cup, he got Kyle Busch.
Not accepted, Alicia!
Busch is the driver to stay away from, and Ryan Blaney as the dark horse. I'm still waiting for him to put his Xfinity picks in the chat. Oh boy. Elijah just said yes in the chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh joy.
Do I belong back on YouTube again?
Cody is not gonna. Cody is officially triggered on YouTube, courtesy of Elijah. Thank you. Good night.
Yes, you are. Don't lie, Grandpa Cody Lining. Good for you.
Daniel Bryan at the keyboard. Oh, joy. Elijah, you're just funny as hell, dude. Oh, man. Alright, so...
Elijah, why did you just spam the YouTube chat?
Because he had my permission to do that. I don't have a problem with it, thank you very much. Thank you, good night. Cody accepted his triggered.
Max bios accepted.
With what, your girlfriend? Hi, Teal. Teal. Yeah,
Ew, huh? Well,
because I can, Cody. That's what Elijah said. It's one of...
Wait a minute. As he said through it.
It's one of my specialties. Is what Elijah just said in the chat.
Oh, God, for God's sakes.
Cody accepted. Alright. Okay. Cody is currently twerking in the strip club. Cody accepted. Don't look at the YouTube chat, Cody, whatever you do. Taylor made it rain.
Encouraging me to go back to the YouTube chat for the third time.
Taylor, whatever you do, don't look at what Elijah just said in the YouTube chat. Taylor made it rain. Taylor accepted. Oh boy.
Cody's coming. Not accepted.
Wow, Cody.
And Taylor made it rain. And Taylor accepted. Okay, Cody. How do you know that? I saw that in YouTube chat. No, we're gonna play this game again. Secretly not accepted. Come on, man.
Man, that's funny. Alright, continue. Come on. Alright.
This is one of the funniest moments of 2019.
Yeah, this channel's already been famous. What's next? Cody Smart's gonna go have sex with a blow dryer in the laundry room. Accepted.
I said,
No. Wait, Cody. So what you're telling me is that I had to put Zachary Taylor's penis in the laundry basket. Is that what you're telling me?
I said it first. I said it first. I said it first. Taylor is lying.
Well, perfect timing.
Taylor is lying.
Alright, while I'm waiting... Cody was dancing on the pole at the strip club. Taylor walked in and saw Cody in his thong, so Taylor decided to join in. Accepted! Accepted!
You're not accepted, Elijah.
I said it first, by the way. You lose, Cody.
Shut the front door.
We are not doing that. We are not doing that. Oh, Taylor?
Yeah, shut the front door, Elijah.
We ain't doing that, Cody. By the way, Taylor.
Accepted.
By the way, Taylor.
Yeah.
My 4 ribs and mac and cheese that I had earlier for lunch was good, and I also had a Dr. Pepper to drink, and no, I didn't share that. Alright. Alright. So while I'm waiting for Derek to put his Xfinity picks in the chat, alright, it's time to make my predictions while I'm waiting for Derek to put his Xfinity picks in the chat. Yes.
Do that real quick. So what you're telling me is that Cody Smart married it. Oh my god, I am playing GT Sport, Route X with the Dodge SRT is the fastest car in the game.
Oh my god, Cody's about to die. Press F for Cody.
I probably will. Let's be honest, boyos. Okay, no. Get out.
Alright. can we get to the part where I can get to my prediction? Can I get to my predictions, boys, before we continue this funny thing of Cody Smart raging at his game because he had sex in the garage area?
I said not accepted first.
No. Okay, let's get to my picks before this gets out of hand. Alright, so while I'm waiting for Derek Hamill to give me his cup or his Xfinity picks, I'll just go ahead and make my picks, and then if anybody else comes in, I'm going to let them make their picks for Auto Club. So the driver, I think, is going to win the Xfinity race. Let me go back to the entry list. Which reminds me, I need to pin the entry list. Alright, there we go. The driver to win the Xfinity race, I'm gonna say John Hunter Nemechek. Driver to stay away from in the Xfinity race. I'm gonna say stay away from... I'll say stay away from Justin Allgaier. Dark horse, I'm gonna say Ryan Sieg. I really think he's done a good job keeping his not accepted, Taylor, what you just put in the chat. I'm picking Ryan Sieg as a dark horse. He's really up to a good start, and I think he's gonna have a good one. Okay. Alright. Okay, so anywho, that's my Xfinity picks. Wow, excuse me. My Cup pick. Yeah, you're the one who said Xfinity, Cody. Driver to win the Cup race. This was kind of a toss-up. My driver to win the Xfinity race, Daniel. Oh joy. Watch, he picked me as the driver to win. He's probably gonna pick either Cody or Taylor to be the driver to stay away from in the dark horse. Oh joy. Oh F. I had to give out money. Anyway, driver to win.
I'm showing you the replay.
I'm gonna say I'll say Kyle Busch. He'll go back to back. Driver to stay away from Cody Taylor and Zachary Taylor because they stripped down to the diapers with Kyle Busch and ran around Auto Club. Dark horse, a driver with 4 wheels. XD. Did I already tell you guys my driver to stay away from? No. Okay. Okay, I said Kyle Busch was driver to win. Alright. Driver to stay away from. Okay, this one was kind of a rough one, I had to say. But if I had to pick a driver who never runs well at Auto Club, I have to say stay away from Paul Menard.
Crazy.
For my show, it's not too easy. For my show, it's not too easy.
He's putting cars all over the place.
Either Paul Menard. Actually, I'm gonna change it to Daniel Suarez as a driver to stay away from. He's never. He never runs well. The dark horse. I'm gonna say Kevin Harvick. What are you having, Taylor? Because I heard the microwave, sir. Don't lie. Lying ain't good for your health, Taylor. You probably put a batch of fried dildos in the microwave. Alright. For F1. Driver to win. He's going to win his 3rd race in Australia. Driver to win, Sebastian Vettel. Driver to stay away from. I have to say stay away from Robert Kubica, because I really think that long hiatus that he had could come back to haunt him, so I really don't think he's going to do well in his return to F1. As far as my dark horse for F1, I'm going to say... I'm going to say Kimi Räikkönen as the dark horse. Figures. Turkey figures, mashed potato figures, mac and cheese figures. Cody Smart had Dr. Pepper strippers figures. I said it first, figures. Nathan Ormond's having sex with a diaper figures. Oh, butterfly strips. I lost $100. For V8 Supercars. Race 3, driver to win. He's going to go 3 in a row. Scott McLaughlin's the driver to win. Let me go back to my V8 Supercar entry list unless I lost it. Driver to stay away from. Okay, this one was one of those difficult ones I really did not want to do. And I really asked myself this question. Why was he a driver to stay away from for race 3? Well, he's really not done a good job this year, and really I think it's going to be a race that I think he's going to struggle. And if it's one driver I had to choose for a driver to stay away from, I'm going to say stay away from Rick Kelly. Dark horse for race number 3. I'm going to take David Reynolds as my dark horse. Race 4, driver to win. I'm going to say SVG, Shane Van Gisberg. Driver to stay away from in race 4. I'm going to say stay away from Jack LeBlanc. I think he's going to have a second bad race in a row. Second race where he has bad luck. I'm going to say Jamie Whincup will be my dark horse for race 4. For race 5, driver to win. I'm going to take... I'm also gonna say Shane Van Gisberg. He's gonna win race 4 and 5. I'm gonna say Scott McLaughlin will be my dark horse. My driver to stay away from, I'll say Simona Di Silvestro. For race 6, driver to win, I'm gonna say... who should I pick for drivers to win? You know what? I'm going to say Jamie Whincup will win race 6. I will take Shane Van Gisberg to be my dark horse for race 6. And my driver to stay away from, I'm going to say... I'll say Rick Kelly for my driver to stay away from for race 6. Alright, so if anybody wants to make their picks, you can make your picks off the air, or put them in the predictions chat. That way, I can just pin them later on, because, yeah. So, I'm going to give the panelists a chance to say their final thoughts on this past week, and then we're going to get ready to look ahead this week's upcoming PCSRA events presented by Andy's Frozen Custard. So, Cody, final thoughts.
Last week was boring, other than IndyCar. IndyCar was early the most fun race. Cup race, boring. Xfinity was boring because, Kyle Busch. Cup was boring because Brad will not do good. Or didn't do good. So,
You certainly had other plans.
there you go. Hopefully next week will be better.
Zachary.
The races I did not watch.
Yeah. Zachary Taylor. Oh, wait. Anything else you were going to add?
This week, yeah. This week, I'm probably not going to watch the Supercars race. I'll see if I can watch the F1 race. And I'm not sure if I'm going to watch the Xfinity race, because Kyle Busch is in it. We already know he's going to freaking win somehow.
Yep.
It's history, NASCAR. When history happens, it happens. There's nothing you can do.
It's history as far as wins in all three series. It's not history as far as tying or passing the King, because he's only 148 wins away from tying the King.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like people don't get, why would you say he's going to pass?
Cup race this week. Xfinity race, I might not count on it.
Yeah. Alright, Zachary Taylor, final thoughts.
I will say, boogity, let's go race. And one thing I will say before we sign off is, Cody Smart is gonna say, Taylor.
No, Zachary Taylor said he wants to cheat on his virgin wife.
Accepted.
You're welcome, Taylor. Final thoughts from me. Alright.
I said it first.
Alright, here's my final thoughts, not only for this weekend, but my final thoughts on this. So here's my final thoughts. As it is time for the Blue Hedgehog's final take, presented by Heartland Flyer. Saying goodbye to Justin White was more difficult for myself because I didn't know how this could impact the rest of this weekly show. But I know Justin wants me to keep rooting on Chase Elliott, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. My final thoughts this week was IndyCar really can do a lot better. Yes, I understand it's been a while since a company that was not ABC hosted the season opener in St. Petersburg. The Xfinity race and Cup races, you know, yes, the package is definitely going to be improved on, but I think the rear spoiler might have been the reason why there was little passing in the Cup race. So if NASCAR can look at the rear spoiler and say, okay, this is not working, let's try plan B, I think we can definitely see how that will play out during the course of the races. As far as looking ahead to this weekend, Auto Club is going to be pretty much a fuel mileage race without any shadow of a doubt. And if the and I really think tire wear is going to be a big deal for the V8 supercars and F1 races, and more particularly the F1 race, because we don't know what kind of tire wear we could see at that track, knowing that we're only running the red tires as softs, the yellow tires as medium, and the white tires being hard, which it used to be medium for the white tires, but now it's hard tires this year. So my final thoughts is I really don't know what we could see in the Australian Grand Prix. You know, I think we could see a safety car or two in that race, and I really think we're going to definitely see a crazy end. Let's look at this week's upcoming events for the PCSRA and also this week's PCSRA weekly show broadcast presented by Andy's Frozen Custard, the official ice cream of Danielville's and the 2016. Next week, we're going to recap Auto Club Speedway. We're going to recap the IMSA race, second race of the season. Not just that, but also the for the Michelin Challenge, as well as the prototypes and all that other series. Recap Sebring. We'll recap Melbourne for the F1 season, give us our thoughts on how that race weekend took place. We'll go through our top story news to see what's going on between this show and next show. And then we will look ahead to our favorite short track, Martinsville. Woohoo! And also the second race of the IndyCars at Circuit of the Americas. And if there's any other race weekend I forget between now and then, I will correct it. I will correct it into our show next week, so that way we'll let you guys know what's that. So tomorrow will be first episode of Inside PCSRA with Zachary Taylor, Kyle Langland, and also Nathan Orman. probably at this same time like what we did for the weekly show. So that'll be after I get back from Yukon, because I got to go get a haircut tomorrow. I forgot it was today. I was supposed to have a haircut, but I rescheduled.
Yukon? I thought you live in Oklahoma, dude.
I said Yukon, Oklahoma, you derp.
I thought Yukon is like University of Connecticut.
Anywho, yeah, tomorrow we'll have Inside PCSRA. Wednesday we're gonna bring back the talk show. As you know, I will still have in the parentheses RIP Justin White. Actually, for this week it'll be RIP Justin White for the entire week, as I still can pay tribute to my friend Justin, who sadly died, and we're still gonna send our thoughts and prayers to his family and friends. So, yeah. So, Wednesday will be, I want to say Wednesday is our 50th episode of the talk show. If I'll go double check that to make sure that is a confirm. I'm sorry, what?
I said, ooh.
Or, no, wait. Did I not do a talk show? No, correction, episode 49. 49.
There's two episode 48. I checked on YouTube while I was trying to listen to Zachary Taylor getting triggered when I was singing
what?
the Easter song.
Wait.
Yeah, there's two episode 48.
Hang on. Hang on a second. I'm gonna get ready to edit. Alright, so this one, okay, last one I did was episode 49. I'm getting ready to edit it, okay?
Okay, dude. I triggered Zachary Taylor so much that he thought it was
so it'll be episode number 50 of the talk show. I do apologize. I don't know why it said 48. I should have said episode 49, but... And then again, it's been one of those weeks, if you ask me, so, yeah. I'm going to continue my career mode for NHL 19. Episode 2 will be out sometime on Thursday. I'm going to be recording that, so... hopefully you guys are looking forward to that, and I'll try to get some more videos for the F1 2018 career mode, so, yeah. So that is a look ahead this week's upcoming PCSRA events presented by Andy's Frozen Custard. Actually, no, I take that back. I do not have episode number 47. Wait a minute, where's episode 47? There's problem number... Oh, there it is. I forgot to put episode 47 in here. Oops.
Oh my gosh, derp!
Well, that ain't no derp. That's just me forgetting. What am I missing? Okay, so let me find... What'd you say, Taylor?
I didn't say nothing.
Yes, you did. Don't lie. Lying ain't good for your health. Okay, here's what I can do. I'm gonna flip-flop. This is what I do for my playlist. I'm gonna flip-flop one of the talk show episodes, okay? So that way we have it in the sync of right now. So that's what happened, is that I forgot to put episode 47 in front of episode 48. Okay, episode 49 is tomorrow. So, yeah. So that is a look ahead to this week's upcoming PCSRA Weekly Show events. Want to thank my great panelists in the whole wide world, Cody Smart, Zachary Taylor, also the greatest people in the world, Elijah Leonard, Nathan Orman, Nathan Stapleton, Travis Crampton, our statistician, Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer, Zachary Fitzwater on the V8 Supercars, as well as Alex Hawkins and Jackie Tang, and Greg Rutz running the show for us back in our PCSRA Network studios. The Oklahoma Highway Safety Office is a proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. We remind all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Visit enduyok.com for more details. Final score, one final time on Saturday in the regular season finale of OU basketball. It was Kansas State 68 and Oklahoma 53 as they will play West Virginia on Wednesday. I will see you guys in the reaction chat, okay, for the call. And until next Tuesday, or actually no, until next Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, when we recap Auto Club Speedway, F1 at Melbourne, as well as the V8 Supercars at Melbourne, go through our top story news, Also, Sebring and all the races we've done next week, we'll recap. And we look ahead to Martinsville Speedway and COTA and many, many others. This is Daniel Voles saying, R.I.P. Justin White. And Boomer Sooner, everybody.
This PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast has been brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. For over 51 years, it's the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. The PCSRA Weekly Show was also brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where together we can end DUI. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2019 by the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association.